They changed their recipe so the old iPad I couldn't read the paper on it, and I couldn't do a lot of sort of other things that didn't seem like rocket science. But this one is a new one. It was half the price of the original one, and it functions better, I think.
Everybody, I just wanted to say hi. I'm overwhelmed with work and I have to go. I'm
Anders.
glad I won't be able to participate. So I'm going to be up working on this stuff late as it is. So
Anders,
have a great Zoom and maybe I can.
Anders, one day you're going to have to tell us what it is that you do. One day you'll have to tell us.
He's a CIA agent.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
We'll
like.
leave it as a mystery until then.
It is a mystery. It's a complete mystery.
Where's your headphones?
Have a good evening, and I hope to see you. And I heard Marlene Adler joined last week. I've been trying to get her to join, and it killed me that I had left early. If she joins again, please say hi for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I hope.
Okay, go ahead.
Going down. Yeah. One of these days we're going to have a song to when Anders leaves.
I need to minimize this.
Well, it's kind of sad. I'm sorry he's left.
Yeah, he's in terms of, I think, literacy of the great artists, he's in the top. He's one of the top ones. Ted's up there also as familiarity with the other people. Okay, there's Mick. We'll usually start at 5 after.
Wow,
Susan is going under the name Ray Naylor. Neela, hi.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
We're good.
And
speak
it's
for
good to see
everyone.
Mike and
Hello.
Sarah again. Mike, are you feeling better?
Miss Mason and JC are here.
Morning, thank you.
Good.
I don't know if you guys remember us. It's been a while.
I can't see you.
Yeah, we don't. Is there a way we can?
see us? We just found out today. You know, I had
This is
the one with the kid, the brown skinned kid. JC, tall, thin guy.
JC and Danielle Mason.
Yeah, I'm a new member and I didn't know what was going on with you guys.
Ah,
I just found out. So
well, this is not an official meeting. This is
I know.
we share what we're working on, and we have some interesting artists who have stuff. Do you know how to use Zoom to share stuff?
Actually, no.
Okay.
I've never done this before. I'm a new.
Fine.
So,
Just you'll see.
I have been working on some stuff. JC has as well, but he has school, so it's kind of tight for him to do anything. I mean, he's not a member, but you know, he usually came to the meetings with me, the teenager. So yeah. But no, I don't know how to use
I'll take my
Zoom for this. This is our first time, so or my first time.
Okay, let's see. We usually start at 5 after. Raise your hand if you have something to show. All right, Peter, Ron, Neela, Sarah, Ted,
Mike.
Mike, and Mick.
So Bob,
How
are we
about
planning
Janice?
to end before the debate? Is that the intention?
I'm sorry?
Are we planning to end before the debate, Susan said?
Yeah, the debate's
Yes.
at 9. I think,
No, it's at 8.
No,
No,
it's
it's
9.
not.
I
It's
think
at
it's
9.
at 9.
Oh,
No.
okay. All
Can
right,
somebody,
It said 9 on the news.
okay. I'll double check it, but
Yeah.
I think, I
please,
trust you.
I will end it if it is a conflict.
I think maybe they have the pregame show at 8.
Oh, the Talking Heads.
Yeah, so I'll double check it, but I think you're probably right.
I prefer our Talking Heads.
I do too. I wish we didn't have to think about this so much.
Yes.
Well, for this hour, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Unless your art
Although I have
requires
some
you to.
political stuff. Hmm. All right, Tracy's here. And Susan's here and Janice is here. And it's now, and Ron, you had something to show. Mick had something to show. I know Janice has something to show.
I mean, I have new stuff to show, but I don't know how to do it.
Okay, just
Stuff I've been working on, so
I can't even see you.
I know that's why I said.
yeah.
Okay, well, there's a little thing on the left hand of your screen, and it's probably X'd out. It says share video.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's
On the left hand side of your screen.
yeah, it is crossed out. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Now we'll be able to see you.
Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. Can you see? Oh,
Yeah, now we can see you.
Ah, hey.
Now we can see you.
Now we recognize you.
Now we can see you. Okay.
Were you at Sunday's showing?
No, I missed it. I didn't know. I was doing something and it led to me looking at my membership card, and I decided to get on, and I'm here.
Okay, and
What are you guys doing?
you're Danielle.
Right.
All right. So we have some folks to show. Peter's switching machines, so let's go to and Ron. Ron, do you want to?
Okay. I can do it. Let me bring it up first.
JC's in the room, so he wants to stay out of it.
Oh my Lord, that's beautiful.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh,
Beautiful.
that is fantastic.
That's just
is that more than one picture?
excellent.
Is that
Wow.
a photograph?
That is, that's a black and white picture from, the late 1970s.
Yeah.
When I was still shooting, black and white and developing myself and so forth. And, just going through these, that's what I've been doing. I don't have as much free time because I'm sort of an activist, but, when I have some time, that's what I've been doing, is going through these, old contact sheets and finding stuff. And this, I thought that was pretty cool, but that was for real. There's very little modification.
Really,
I-
really.
Wow.
I
That's
lightened
that's
it
a
up.
real wow. That is a real wow.
Ron, it looks very grainy. Was it a Tri-X film?
It's Tri-X film.
Very nice.
It's beautiful. Well done, Ron.
Yes, thank you. And then these are from this same time period. I mean, this woman is a friend and still is a good friend of ours, and looks a lot different now. But she was, did some modeling and said, "Oh, you want to do a Photoshop shoot?" And I'm like, "Sure," So these are pictures of her. Again, found out of, these are just old black and whites from way back when. And this was with some friends of ours. I was in
That's very interesting.
That's a nice shot.
Yes, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wilmington. This is
Very
in
nice.
Wilmington too, and near the train station.
Yes.
This is a boat. I've over manipulated this. I'm going to go back and work on this some more, but that's I like this cool scene. There's all these fancy shops and restaurants along the waterfront, but back then this was like a ship that was used to ferry before the bridges, that was ferrying people back and forth between, I don't know, somewhere and New Jersey. And they, didn't need it anymore. So they parked it somewhere here and it sort of sank. And It's
Wow.
really,
And that's in Wilmington somewhere.
in 1970 something, yeah, late 70s.
Wow.
And now that waterfront's been all developed and it's completely different.
You know, to see it every time I go back, there's something new. I live a few miles from it and I get lost. Few years maybe I go back, it's like, where am
Ron,
I grew up there.
Ron, can I ask you a question?
Kim, yeah.
I'm sure you addressed this in the past, but I'm asking it again. Are you a professional?
No,
No.
no. I just, this was a long time ago. And then, when you get married and have kids and all that sort of thing, then, and jobs, I got away from photography. And then, kind of now it's a new digital world. And
So it was an avocation. It wasn't what you did for a living.
correct, yeah.
Well, you're very good. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
These are all sort of variations of the same thing. I think this one might be the best, which is closest to how it started. This was just a boring background, so I don't even remember what it did. I have to look at the Photoshop file, but it's a collage of something from one of the other photos in the same series with the filter applied. So that's it.
30 years ago.
I?
40,
And
Can you hear me?
45 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, 45, 50 years ago.
Ron, can you hear me?
I can.
Your first photo, the truck and the clouds, where was that taken?
My girlfriend at the time had a place down at the beach in southern Delaware,
Oh,
and her family did. And when I say a place, it was like a trailer.
right.
So, and we took a little trip down there in the wintertime, and yes, this was just a scene that we stopped and wow, that looks pretty cool.
It looks
Well,
like
it is.
the Midwest,
It does. It does.
yeah.
It sort of looks surreal because it has like this like surrealism with the house in the truck. Like the house is moving along with it, or it's a part of it. So it makes it interesting.
And the clouds are amazing.
Mhm.
And you can see the sun coming from behind.
Yeah.
Right, it's right on the point of the top of the house, which is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you do that on purpose?
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
really
kind of
spectacular.
that's not an accident. Well, maybe, I don't know. I think I probably was doing that intentionally.
Nice piece.
Well, thank you, Ron. It's an interesting period in your life where you're involved in something else, but you're going back to these old pictures.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's a really interesting use of your time.
Yeah, and it's also fun to just look at, how analog is different from digital, because and I like this image a lot, but it's not sharp. It doesn't have the benefits of all the advanced technology, and yet you still, can get a pretty decent image. But then I flip over and I look at some of the, with the really nice camera and the really nice lens and flower pictures and stuff, and you think like, wow, that's really good too. So
Yeah.
it really depends. But the whole point is you don't need the technology. Sometimes it's nice, but it's not necessary,
Right.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks for sharing.
Very nice.
Peter, have you rejoined us in your with your
Can you hear
frozen
me?
machine?
Susan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I switched from the iPad to the regular computer so that I can share some stuff with you. I wanted to let Kim know, we were talking last week about these semi-abstract landscapes.
Yes.
I found them on the,
Franco Fontana.
the ones that I was telling you about were from the New York Times. If you Google search the following, "Behold Vermont from above."
Behold Vermont from above.
Behold Vermont from above.
Above. Okay.
The photographer's name is Caleb Kenna, and these came out in mid-July of this year.
Oh,
They were taken by drone, and so they're sort of,
oh, right. I remember you talking about that. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I think you'll like them.
Are you going to show them?
No, they're not mine. I mean, I don't know how to get those images from there to here. You just have to look them up and look at them.
Okay, so it's Caleb, and what's the last name again, please?
Kenna, Kenna.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'll try to share this screen here and see if it works. Yes.
In my family Zoom is telling me that I should do some musical accompaniment to go along with when someone's taking time to get their screen share.
I will sing for you if you want.
Yes, 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 please.
Very strange.
It's
Oh, there we go. Okay, wait. I got it.
It's a great time for telling jokes.
Got any?
We all need to laugh this particular time.
I'll tell you. I won't.
all right.
Present, I won't. Oh, this is nice.
It looked like your image was behind that window. Peter, do you want us to go ahead to someone else so you can set it up?
Peter is gone. I think his computer crashed.
Oh,
All right. All right, I'll watch him for him to rejoin us. Diane's here, good. And Peter's back.
Yes.
And Peter's on his
Tracy.
iPad.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy's here too.
Yes. And we don't hear you, Peter.
Susan.
Okay,
Okay.
Neela, do you want to go?
I'm not taking anybody else's turn yet.
no.
No,
Peter,
it's
I don't
your
think you can. Can you show on your iPad?
Yes.
Well, can Peter though?
Bob, I need you to let me back in on the other computer so I can share stuff.
Okay,
Doesn't have to be right now, but
fine. I will be watching for you.
okay.
Okay. Later for Peter on the other computer. So Neela,
Okay. I'm just moving things to get to the pictures. Now I click on the picture and then, oh, there it is.
but you have to share screen. Which is the green little.
Okay, it came up on the desktop.
Okay, we
Oh,
got
great.
your.
Okay.
For me,
Oh wow!
Wow.
So these are little pen and inks. They're 5 by 7, I think. And I took old sketches I did from my sketchbook, and then I redid them on a really nice piece of paper I got from a paper mill in Michigan. It's nice and smooth, and it takes the ink beautifully. And I used a Micron pen. And it just empties your mind. You can't concentrate on anything but the marks.
Wow.
Mm.
So that's what I've been doing.
Well, you've been doing well.
Yeah, that's
Right.
time consuming, and at first I thought it was like a photograph of yarn or something.
And me too.
yes.
Can you zoom in? Can we get a little more detail if you hit the plus?
Wow, must have taken you ages.
Just a little bit at a time, and it adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really nice use of white space, and definitely the way it goes off outside of the rectangle a few times.
Yeah.
It's a really well used,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
figure
did-
ground idea.
Yeah, I did those little pieces after I finished up the rectangle. And they were the most, it was like candy.
Looks like a wall hanging of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the negative space is powerful in that.
I thought it was thread, like a stitch, thread onto paper, like a 3D.
Yeah, I guess it's like a calligraphy when you do like an eye or a loop and you just keep going.
Is this literally a postcard you're going to send to someone?
I was thinking that would be fun. Yeah.
It would be, but don't send it, I don't know, protect it. Send it in a protective envelope because that's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, the date stamp and all that, it'll get really mushed up.
Yeah.
Well, I could always, put it through the computer, but then, it's something else. I sort of like the pen and ink.
Very good, Neela.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll turn you off. Let's see. Peter? No, Peter's not back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Do you want to try again?
Yes, sure. Can you see that?
Yeah, we got your screen share.
Yes.
Okay. On my way home a while ago, I passed by this little family-run nursery.
Peter, we're getting feedback,
Yeah.
I think, from your iPad.
Okay. It's in the
Because
other
your
room.
voice is distorted, and we want to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I muted. Okay.
Is this any better? Is this any better?
Yes. No.
We're
We have
still
an
getting
echo.
we're still getting feedback.
Can you hear me okay? Any better?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's no feedback now.
Yeah, we can-
On my way home, I went past this little family-run nursery. They're selling a lot of mums and other potted plants like that. And the man who runs it and grows all the plants said I could come by, stay and paint. So I did. And so these are the paintings that I did this week out there.
Mike, in your opinion, I see sort of abstract elements in this. Is that what you're aiming for?
You mean Peter?
I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much a straight ahead landscape.
Very nice.
So these are from memory, or did you take photos?
No, these are from thin air.
Okay.
Did you set up an easel?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love your colors.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
this one. I like
Yeah, I like that.
one
Yeah,
was
yeah.
particularly good, yeah.
I think this is
It's
the
very pure.
This is a favorite for me, anyway.
They look like autumn.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh,
Ooh, that's cool.
Red.
Oh, go back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go back. We'll have to keep going forward.
The red barn.
There you go.
This is one I did on the way home.
I like that a lot.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the shadow and I think it's somewhat abstract because it's shapes and color.
This is all one trip, Peter?
I was out there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Oh, good. Phew.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Painted about 6 hours a day.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm.
My favorite is the yellow flowers and the red and ivy.
Yeah, there's
colored.
something about those yellow flowers that's very captivating. I don't know why.
Yeah, we can tell you mix different paints on different days because some of the reds are different. So that's a nice effect that, you know, you got a slightly different impression of what was happening there over 3 days. It's very nicely done.
Yeah.
Very good, Peter,
Right?
and a productive week.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm envious.
Ted,
Yeah, I think we all are.
I
One
think
of
it's
the
called
nicest
professional
things is-
jealousy.
I think I can go back anytime. So I hope to make this place my home away from home.
great.
Where is it exactly?
It's in very near Lambertville, New Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never heard of it. I'm sorry.
Kind of near
New Hope? New Hope?
New Hope.
Yeah, it's near New Hope. That's right. Yeah.
What's the name of it, Peter? Which place is it?
Lambertville.
Hill Nursery.
Stills? Say it again.
Cedar Hill Nursery.
Oh, Cedar Hill. I go up there to go cycling every weekend. I don't know that particular place, but good to know.
Ted, do you have anything to show?
Yeah, a couple pieces. Not a lot.
Boy,
What I'm working on
colors.
is,
You know, it looks like skyscrapers, Ted. It looks like a city scene almost.
wow.
To me, it looks like skyscrapers.
Well, for those of you that weren't here last week, I'm trying to do abstract compositions that can also look realistic at the same time.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to get that balance between the two. So this was a lot of my work like this, I figured out all the values first in black and white, and then I add the color later. So this is one example. Yeah, you could play with this. Like this could be a wall with a shadow, with a window. Back here is another wall with its shadow. Going back into another space back here. So you can see it realistically, but at the same time, it's very abstract. At least it is to me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So these are stuff that I'm playing around with. These are just
Oh, I like the color there.
color sketches. So,
Yeah, I'm a color person, so
Color
that's great.
sketches.
Yeah,
thank you.
that's rich.
Yeah, very rich.
Yeah.
Thank you, Janice.
Yeah, so,
Now that you mention it, Ted, I'm looking at some of these and beginning to see see them as three-dimensional. You know,
yeah, exactly.
that's very cool.
Yeah, like this one here is a wall, and this is a wall with a window, and this is a reflection of that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
I can see that.
Yeah, me too.
And I was also playing with the idea of, let's see, where are we? Of like some of these being horizontal. They're kind of interesting that way as well.
Yeah.
So I'll
Can you
see
do the
where
last? Can you do the last one again?
The-
The
this
orange one?
this one?
Yeah. Or well, we're not seeing it yet. Orange.
The pumpkin one,
Oh, the orange one, yeah.
Halloween.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that 3D, that really happens pretty easily there. You know.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it doesn't have to be difficult. It's just to me, at first you see it one way, then it can change your perspective in another way. For me, it keeps going back. This is what was the start of it. It was very simple. almost a doorway with its shadow cast on the floor.
Beautiful.
But it balances so nicely. I like it.
I like how the edges are soft and it almost looks like light is coming in through a window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what it was about?
Yes, exactly.
And Ted, are those two oranges exactly the same, or is it an optical illusion that makes the one look
It's an
darker?
optical illusion.
Mhm.
It's funny because when I put them in, I put them in the same value. And I was going to make this one down here darker, but being on the dark background is reacting darker. It's kind of weird, but it worked.
Yeah,
I didn't have to touch it. So,
Neat.
and another one would be this one here.
Oh, that's nice too.
Wow,
Yeah, has richness to it.
Lovely.
like that.
It kind of
Yeah, somebody had mentioned last week about theater sets, and that got my mind going. So anyhow, anyway, that's it.
Very nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice, Ted.
thank you.
Yes, very nice.
Playing with the assumptions.
This one,
makes.
do you have a theater set application? I mean, you mentioned theater sets. Do you?
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking of anything.
Okay.
Sometimes I think of Edward Hopper, and I think of his stuff as being very theatrical.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Thank you very much, Ted.
Sure,
It's always a pleasure.
good to share.
Let's see. Mick, do you have anything?
Yeah, I have one thing to show. I've been kind of busy with work, which is kind of too bad. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of work, but here's something. So
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really.
this is a really strange road, which is kind of cuts across North Philadelphia right at the base of Germantown, called Roberts Ave. And I just happened to be riding around up there. Actually, it's really close to Wayne Junction. So it's got a mix of new stuff happening and these really old industrial buildings. So it was really backlit. So I decided to challenge myself and see if I could do something with a backlit.
That's pretty rare. You see those water tanks anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And I couldn't quite tell exactly if that billboard thing was, it's just like maybe in the building in front of it, but they were probably, the way your eye works, they were probably just kind of black, you know what I mean? So that's the problem with this, is like, as you're learning, it's like really, you kind of need to make those darks, those shadow areas really, really, really dark. I should probably just made all that stuff way darker, but it looked real cool in real life. Whether or not I captured it properly or not is different, but you can see, it was like, it's still early morning. So the shadows along behind the utility pole are pretty strong.
Like that.
But the road was kind of bleached out. It didn't really look black. So it was really
Oh.
hard trying to figure out what the value should be. But yeah, there aren't a lot of these old industrial buildings anymore. And I really like them. And I like when they're not too detailed, because it's going to take you forever to do all the details. But
Wow, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And barbed wire now.
Yeah,
We've
this one
seen
has some
your
barbed wire.
dealing with telephone wire.
Yeah.
Now barbed wire.
You know what's funny is about this building is I went back later, like a couple days later, on Google Images just to go back and see if I missed anything. And it was completely different. So the sidewalk and stuff had been rebuilt the old way. The one that was on the satellite picture or the Google Street View was completely covered in graffiti. That fence was like falling apart. It was really funny. So somebody had done some work here, and you wouldn't be able to tell that based on, like, it kind of just looks desolate, right? But it was really bad last year compared to the satellite picture. So that kind of cheered me up. I'm like, oh, good, somebody wants to fix this up.
I like your graffiti, by the way. That's
Yeah,
pretty-
the graffiti is
Yes.
like
There's
I like-
usually a lot more of it, but yeah.
spot on like that, or you just
I just show what's there. I don't really understand any of it. I'm sure if I study it a lot closer, I do see the same stuff a lot. I see the same people. I see the same names.
the same tags, or
Yeah, but I'm not trying to focus on it, but a lot of things that I look at, I do see the same. I see the same, names over and over again. It's pretty funny. So I'm starting.
Now, if you sold this, right? If you sold this, do you have to pay each one of these graffiti artists a certain amount of time?
I know, because it's art.
No. It's creation art.
I hope not. That would be crazy.
Nick, is this
No,
your usual size? Is this like a 6x8 or
9 by 12.
9x12? So it's a little larger.
Yeah, that's about as big as I go.
These are
9 feet.
the
Yeah,
lines
9
are
feet. Yeah,
wonderful.
9 inches by 12 inches. It's a pad, so it's like a glue on the side, so you can take it wherever you like, and you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about it buckling
Right.
and so on.
Right.
Yeah.
The lines are so strong, all those lines and the shadows in the street and above, and just the dividing line in the road and the sidewalk lines, and it's just all really strong.
And the
Yeah.
fence,
The
the
fence,
fence
yeah.
and the barbed wire.
Yeah, it's worth it to go in and show you how some of it's done. So
Oh, yeah.
the tops of the barbed wire, in order to make them look like the sun is hitting them, I went back over them with white.
Mm.
Good.
No.
Cool.
But yeah, like you could just tell, like I just needed to throw those diagonals in there. Otherwise that fence wasn't going to look, it didn't look right. Even though the scale is pretty, it's getting, I probably didn't capture the scale properly. It's pretty far out there, but.
That texture works nicely.
Thanks.
Does.
I always kind of overdo the roadway, but it's funny because it's like there's a lot of cracks and stuff, and you don't want to do that, but just barely putting in these shadows because they were there, but there's not much of it. So one thing I learned is that the farther away you get from something, the shadow gets weaker, right? So the pole is a little bit thicker and stronger. So, but without it, it wouldn't be right? So I had to throw that shadow.
It works. I think.
Yes.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Is the one tag says Roberto.
I just, I'm not sure if I'm spelling anything. I just kind of go like this.
I don't know him.
I mimic it. All right, thanks. That's the only, I had other sketches and other stuff, but I didn't think they were good enough. So this is the only one today.
Well, that's
Show us you're working, the way you work.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff in the sketchbook, and it's usually, you don't think about ruining anything because it's your own personal sketchbook. So when you take out these big sheets, you're a little more like, oh, don't mess up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, these take a lot longer.
How long did it take you for the sketch?
Many hours. I don't know. Hours and hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
thanks. Mike and Sarah, do you have anything to show?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for Mike.
Okay.
Which one, this one?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking up or down?
Can you hear me?
It's
Yes.
Yes.
Up.
Is this Mike we're talking to?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you're looking up, and as this I took quite a while ago. As I remember it, I think this was standing in a courtyard in a tenement type neighborhood in New York City. I don't remember the exact details, but I know that the bottom image and the right image, the building on the bottom and the right, are real. The other two are flipped versions of that. And then the spot in the middle was created to give the idea of perspective and
Very creative.
just
Really, really exciting almost.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Really.
Thank you. It's fun to go back and look at some of the old pictures that I took when I was really taking a lot of pictures and I'm sure this was with film. It's just fun to go back and look at these pictures instead of the thousands and thousands of pictures that I have of brides, which are very nice. You know, they paid the rent, but this is just fun to go back and play with some of these. Thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice, Mike, very nice.
Love it.
The texture that's in the middle,
Yes,
what is that?
clouds. That's the sky.
Ah,
That's the sky? Okay.
It's like the
And
Milky Way. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can see them lightly reflected in the vertical and horizontal stainless steel ribs of the building. Like right in the center, top and center bottom, going from the clouds to the bottom of the frame. See how it's brighter than the windows?
Yeah.
Those were stainless steel fascias on the building on the two sides, reflecting the sky.
Interesting.
I'll tell you what it does for me. It gives me that feeling of what do you call it? Vertigo. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. It is a vertigo type shot, yes.
Right, and it gives you like this feeling of like you're gonna fall into it forever and ever and just keep on going. So
Yeah,
really dramatic.
possible title, Mike.
vertigo.
Yeah.
Hitchcock will come after you.
Have you thought about tinting any of this, Mike? Tinting a color in there somewhere?
Actually, I hadn't because, like I say, I came across it looking at some of the old ones, but I might print this when things are back to normal and we can show actual prints. And I'll buy a printer. My printer crapped out and I haven't bothered to replace it, so.
My printer as well, so I can't do anything. It's frustrating.
Yeah, and it's, but you know, when the time is right, whenever things are back to normal, I'll begin printing again, which I do enjoy. I do like that part of it because it's sometimes difficult to make the print convey the same message as what you see on the screen, which of course is backlit.
Right.
It's a
I know it sounds crazy. I would see this as a great warm wall mural, like a huge wall mural. I would love to have that as, just me personally. I think it's just great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it would work very big, you're right.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail in it. Yeah, there really is. There's so much detail you can't really determine that it's repeated. It's too much to take in. But it was fun to play with it.
Very good, Mike.
Very nice, Mike.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Sarah, do you have anything to share?
I'm going to try here. I did prepare something.
Should I close the screen or leave you to?
Can you see that?
No.
No. Let me close the screen with the vertigo picture.
Okay.
Okay, now you can start from scratch.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Are you all still there?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Now's the time for music.
Well,
Look at how bright Susan's room is. It's
I know,
night.
mine is dark. I need to get lighting.
It's like the West Coast or something. It's still bright out there.
Yeah.
now see, okay, now I can do it.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Oh, this is something I just did recently.
Ooh.
Oh, really nice.
I think it's a little slanted wrong. I have to straighten it.
Wow.
I like
That's my
that.
first thought, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Very-
only a few weeks ago. I was waiting for Mike. He had to go in to a place, an establishment for something. And I just went crazy outside taking pictures. So this was really a mall. And I didn't do much of it, but just tried to capture the lines and the shadows. And this is different for me. This is very different. And I think some of what I've done has been influenced on what I've learned from both the salon and these Tuesday nights. This is totally different for me.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Did you
What's it done in?
manipulate the colors to make it grayer?
What, me?
Was it gray and white to begin with?
Yeah, it was just a dingy little mall. And but when I was standing there and looking, I saw the shadows and the light and I just wanted to capture it. So that was the metal. Yeah, I didn't play that much with this except that it was larger, and I find that I narrowed in on just what I wanted to capture.
Yeah.
So is this a photograph?
Yes.
Looks like a painting.
It does.
No,
does,
it's
it
very
does.
painterly, very painterly.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
nice bluish gray,
Yeah.
Baluster gray.
Yeah.
It looks like Hopper. Whatever you've done,
Yes.
you've done the
Yes.
Hopper's
Yes.
watercolors here.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Professional jealousy is
Yeah.
widespread here.
When these
Wow.
Zoom
I think you struck gold there, Sarah.
Yeah.
saw
Beautiful.
something in this that was new in my brain, some vision of something that I learned in these Zooms and by listening to all of you. And
Yeah.
it's what I was looking for in here. It was like a miracle. I got it.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good.
Very
Do me a favor. I want you to look up an artist. I want you to go look at an artist's work. His name is Dean Mitchell. Look him up on the internet,
I will.
and then he'll say that you stole his style. Dean Mitchell is amazing, by the way. I just discovered him about a month ago and copied some of his pieces just to see how he does it. This looks just like his stuff. It's killer. You really are doing something really nice here.
So
Very good.
I hesitate to comment on perfection, but you know, the one thing about this that strikes me is that the bright at the bottom is kind of overpowering. And I'm just wondering if, you know, maybe cropping it a little, maybe you already played with that a little bit. I don't know. But I mean, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful.
Well, I did crop it a little because there was more white, but I appreciate what you're saying. I'll go in and take a look at it.
It's hard to say without trying it, but I would, yeah, it's definitely, because it's just, like I said, it doesn't read as a photograph. It reads as a painting.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
If I may play with my annotate tool, something like that, you know, but
Oh, yeah.
that was the crop I was thinking, but
Yeah, I'm the same thing. I put my hand up to it.
okay. Thank you, Sarah. That's very nice. And I'm going to get rid of my annotation,
Okay.
which is a little obnoxious, but all right. And very good, Sarah. Janice?
Yes. Okay. Oh, phooey. All right, well, okay. Okay, this is from
Oh my.
two different still lifes that I did. And, you know, I was playing with Photoshop filters, and, you know, I'm not sure whether I may have used too much. So
I think it's very dramatic. I really like it.
I love the blender colors.
Yeah, the color. Yeah.
Colors are wonderful. Even the shapes. I mean,
Yeah.
It almost looks like a science type thing and mixed in with water.
Mm.
You know, it gives you that aquatic feel.
Right.
You know for that, or it's just
Okay. And
Nice.
I did 2 postcards that I'll show.
Okay.
Okay. The first, the left side was done by Susan Plogue, and the right side, which is no big whoop, was what I saw and tried to do with it.
Nice, very nice.
Goofy.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I love the person down there.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that one.
the
Wow.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then,
Yes.
oh no, I think I just,
Close it out.
yeah, I did.
You do file recent, that's usually, you can reopen it, right?
Well, Susan may be joining us later, so
That's great.
why don't,
Open recent, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Janice.
Yes.
Janice, if you go under file, it says open recent. You know, if you go back to the top menu,
in Photoshop,
just close this.
No,
Move it aside. If you go in Photoshop up to the very top, right next to the PS, it says file. And then
file. Go into file.
let me do it my way
okay, all right.
because I can't quite, oh shit. That's probably what,
That was musical?
oh dear.
What's the term?
Here we go, wait. I can find it. Almost there. No, that's not the one.
Well, it still
Nice
looks
one.
good. It looks
I
good.
like it. I like that.
You've been busy.
Hey, Janice, file, open recent, see there? At the very
Yeah.
bottom of the first section?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right there.
it's got to be one of those.
you're right.
If you go,
Okay, this is the one I just mailed back to Susan.
I think that's lovely.
Oh, beautiful.
I did it with, I had no watercolor or anything, so I used food coloring.
Really?
Oh, I love it.
oh,
Wow.
And I had a glass of wine at the time, so a little of that. And
Wow.
now on the left, that was perfectly white, but I had forgotten to take a photo of the original. And so I went back into the one that I revised and tried to get it back as close as I could to the original state.
You erased all that in Photoshop just to show us the state of it. That's awesome.
There's one more. Where is that? Okay, this is the one that flew by. This was my drawing, and this is what Susan did,
Oh, that's
which
good.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
And she really stuck by your original design too.
yeah.
Love the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's,
The Eye of Sauron, if anyone's a science fiction fan.
Janice, how long does it take you to do these postcards? I mean, does it take you ages, or do you just sort of knock it off? Or how long does it take you?
when I actually do it, it doesn't take very long, but you know, because it's only 4 by 6 inches.
Well, I know, but conceiving of what you're going to do.
But that takes me time. I think Susan is much more on top of that. You know, she seems to be able to, you know, come up with something, and I'm still, ooh, you know, what is that? And what will I do with it?
Yeah.
But I love the challenge. So, Sarah, I'm going to send one to you.
Oh, that's great. I'll look forward to it.
Mhm.
All right, that's it, folks.
All right, very good.
Very good, yeah.
Susan, did you have something?
Susan, me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, last week I wasn't very organized. Now I hope I can do this. Are you seeing anything, Bob?
No,
Bob?
we don't see your screen sharing.
Okay, let me see.
Just the
Oh.
brightest
If I
one.
say share,
Yeah,
Now we see your screen share, yeah?
so do I minimize all this or? Oh, here we go. Okay, that's it. And there we go.
yeah, we can see it.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
That's one.
beautiful.
beautiful.
Because these were last week's and this week's. I'm just gonna fly through them, okay?
Okay,
That was when we had that weird sky,
yeah,
with the weird color from the fires.
yes, yes.
And then this is someplace local.
What
Interesting,
medium is it?
very
I
interesting.
like the building, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Is this in, is this pastel?
No, it's acrylic.
Acrylic, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I don't mind.
Wow, very nice.
How big are these?
They're mostly 9 by 12. I think there's one in here that's 8. Oh, that's 16 by 20.
Mhm.
Huh.
Lovely.
It's a change of pace there. Lovely.
Yeah, well, I do studio work and then I go outside. I like to go outside mostly. This
Mm,
I believe you said you work in your car.
You work in a car,
Yes, I
right?
do.
yeah,
I work in my car, a paint box in my lap against the dashboard.
wow.
Yeah.
That came out nice. That was a nice.
Thanks. This was yesterday. It's an 8 by 10.
Oh, wow.
Very
And
nice.
then this is I'm still working on this thing and it's giving me a lot of heartache. This
Oh.
thing.
Ooh,
Different
nice.
mood.
And that's 24 by 30.
Mm,
Wow.
Yeah, so you may see a different version of that someday.
okay.
I like it the way it is. It's
Yeah, I like it too.
very moody.
I was gonna say the same word, moody. Has a moody quality to it.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Because
Yeah.
I can't get outside. I can't go
Oh.
outside. And I want to go outside. Oh, well.
Ah,
All right. Thank you.
Beautiful.
well, thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
How do
So
I
if you
get rid of
weren't, if this wasn't coronavirus, would you get out of your car to paint, or so the car is just because of Corona?
The car's a vehicle to get me to wherever I go. If the weather's nice, I'll get out of the car, but
Oh, okay.
I like to be in my car.
Yeah.
The car's fun. I mean, and you are safe in there,
Yeah.
you know, from all sorts of things that happen.
Mhm.
Um,
I like the concept, yes.
It's not
quite right.
unprecedented. I've read about all kinds of artists doing that over the years.
Hmm.
a point of order, Ron, did you find out when the debate is?
It's 9 o'clock, Bob. I know
It is
that
9.
because my
Nine.
husband's.
Okay.
9.
All right. Tracy, do you have anything to show?
I'm afraid not. I'm kind of smothered by projects right now.
Oh,
Uh,
life happens.
yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
All right. I guess everybody shows. I'm the last one. I've been doing something different. This is a political one. You can see it. There's opposing forces. It's this
Oh.
pattern on the upper left is an old, 19th century Flemish carpet, and the pattern on the lower right is from an old Arab book. So I was trying to get the idea of opposing patterns and colors and everything, because I think those are these times, and I strongly feel the opposition in our electorate. And in an earlier version of this, this is the same patterns. On the lower right, the Arab abstraction. On the upper left, the Flemish carpet. And then I put the headline from New York Times on there, which expressed. And let's see.
Bob, will you be going back to that first one?
This one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't get the impression of opposing shapes because your
Opposing forces.
values are so close together and your colors are so nicely balanced. I mean, it's harmonious. It works.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see that there are two different shapes, but the word opposing just.
This is the way dialogue should be.
Yes.
More civilized.
Pardon?
More civilized.
Yes.
Nice.
Here's now this is, I've been experimenting with different sources, and this is from clip art. The guys with their hands up, and then I added the words, of course, but this is an experiment with clip art. And I've also been experimenting with dingbats. Does everybody know what a dingbat is?
You have to tell us again.
A dingbat is a typographic ornament. You see them in books and old books all the time. And there are collections of dingbats that are available, and someone published a list of them. So here's one dingbat collection.
Oh.
These are sporting figures.
Huh.
And I overlaid white and black, and here's another dingbat collection. These are birds.
I like this one. It reminds me of
Interesting.
Escher.
Can you
Yeah.
zoom in on that
Very
one? Bob?
innovative.
It's got an Escher-esque vibe to it.
Yeah, I thought of Escher as well. Yeah.
It's a good way of using the white versus the black. That's actually
Yeah.
a really nice technique, overlaying them like that.
Yeah, very nice.
So that's my,
Cool.
oh, I have one more thing. I have a movie to show. This is going to be about 45 seconds.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 45 minutes.
Yeah. Do you see that?
No.
All right, I'm going to have to, I think, exit and start again.
You still see birds.
I'm sorry.
Would I have time to get some popcorn?
No.
No, but you could sing.
All right, now I'm going to try to get the movie up. It's always so clumsy. All right, do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a collection.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Yes. We don't see it.
It's not up yet, though.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. All right, I'm
Get the audio, but not the video.
Yeah.
excuse my all right, I'm going to stop the share and start again. Do you see Katya the Russian doll?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I got to start it playing.
That's the next track, right?
Paul.
Really
That's neat.
Yeah, very nice, very neat.
Play with paper dolls.
I like the music too.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna, I found a collection of a lot of Russian paper dolls.
They're pretty cool.
So that's all I have. Ron, do we have word from Susan? Is she gonna be able to join us?
I'll just check.
And I'm gonna show what's on the Plastic Club webpage.
You can see from behind me on my wall. That's what I was working on.
Not enough light.
Yeah, not enough light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough light, but I was working on some things. Once I get the lighting better, you could probably see something a little
Good.
bit.
Good.
Hey, Bob, how
Yeah.
do we get those backgrounds like Ron has? How do you make a fake background like that?
I have failed. I think it's camera. I do not know. I've tried to do it and I can't do it.
There's something
I'll Google
on,
it,
there's
yeah.
something on Zoom when you check in, which I did one time and I used it, but people said that my face was all enveloped in it. See, Ron is sitting in front of it,
Yeah, Ron's is
but
pretty
what I
big.
did was all over me.
Janice knows how to do it. Can I to get a Zoom background? Okay. But let me while Ron's Ron did
Susan's not
fine.
joining. She doesn't have anything to share, and I think she's just.
Fine. She's in her zone, a different zone.
And then in the meantime, yeah, I can't remember how I did it too, but there was somewhere where you can go into your. I think you have to go into Zoom.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. There's something on Zoom in the original thing before you sign in.
Right.
Oh.
And then
All
you
right,
can
let's check to see what's happening at the Plastic Club. Here's a list of, this is the Plastic Club webpage. Here's a list of what everyone's doing in the fall. And American Color Print Society. Peter's working on the, working up to get the workshops going again. We have Diane's not on anymore. Another workshop from her. So, all right. So that's basically it. We've all.
Well, except for me.
No, I didn't do anything either.
Learning how to share.
I have bad, like I'm still trying to figure this out, like how to get it. And I did like a couple of small pieces and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
We'd
I
really
don't
like
know.
to see it.
You can't see that.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
This is a
Like
picture
that.
I've been working on.
Yeah,
And
like
once I
that.
did good photographs of it, you can see it, but it's
Yeah, no, we can see it. That's great.
That's cool.
This is the other one. It's kind of like my painter's tape series.
Oh, wow.
So I'm experimenting with this in color. It's plastic and tissue paper and
Wow.
Beautiful.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Love the layers.
this is the other one. I'm still working on this one. It's metal. This part is metal.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. It's a collage.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's paper on
It's
cardboard.
innovative.
Yeah.
I like the format too, the long format.
I do too.
I was trying to figure out for the longest how I would use it. How should I do it vertically? Does it work vertically?
Yes.
Work horizontally?
There you go.
So
I like the horizontal better, but
yeah, me too.
it works both ways. Yeah.
That's cool.
Can I ask for commentary on a project I'm working on right now?
Sure.
Brief comment from everyone here.
Wait, Tracy, 1 second. The person who just shared
Danielle?
Danielle.
with Danielle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Danielle.
Sorry, Danielle, I thought you were done when you pulled it away.
Yeah, it's a crinkled paper, computer paper, metal, magazine strips. It's
Wow, that's very interesting.
this is actually wallpaper background. I have strips of this. I was trying to figure out abstract ways on how to use it. And I like texture and I like colors and
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
In the long run, you should. I recommend you learn to take photographs of it,
Yeah,
digital
I mean, I
photographs,
can. It's just I didn't have
and then show them on share screen.
right.
It's a
I
more
didn't have the
effective
time, and I
presentation.
was kind of fooling around, still working on some other stuff. I have other stuff. It's a lot.
Cool.
But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Danielle. Tracy, did you have?
Yeah, I want to apologize to Danielle again. I don't have my glasses on, so everything is kind of vague. And when you pulled it away, I thought, oh, she's done. I'm going to talk.
Oh no.
Okay, I am working on the outline for a talk on creative thought, the essential quality of creative thought in life. And as some of you know, I work with a lot with a population that has cognitive disabilities and development issues. But this is creative thought, and I'm going to adapt it a little bit. However, I'm wondering what has creativity and creative thought brought to your lives?
Peace.
It's an emotional outlet. It's when I'm mad or scared or something, I express it in art and feel better.
I am so calm when I do my collages and photographs and photo montages. It takes me to another world, and it's my place. It's my place where I feel comfortable in. And yes, I do get the opinions from outside and critiques, but I feel peace and safe when I do it.
It's great, like safe, like you're in the moment.
Yeah. You know, even when I was creating before that, like I felt anger and I expressed it, I still was in my element of peace, if we can put it that way.
You say the situation might have been beyond your control, but that piece of it was your control.
Right, exactly.
Great. Anyone else?
Yeah, Tracy, I was just thinking that, you know, sometimes like when I do my photography and I'm not on a shoot, sometimes I feel like I'm in a different mode. Well, it doesn't happen, but, you know, it happens fairly often, but not all the time, you know, maybe half the time. And I'm really getting this kind of groove. And it actually gives me some kind of courage. Like when I'm taking photographs of people, sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't want to, stuff like that. But when I'm in the right mood, I mean, I can somehow approach people and they just say yes, because there's just something, there's like a vibe or something, you know, that they just understand that you're trying to do something. And that's really cool. And I was thinking about how I don't really like photo shoots. Like people are like, oh, let's get together here and do a photo shoot as a group. And I'm like, no, it's a solitary experience for me. So I think of a creativity for me being usually a solitary experience. But then I think, no, think about musicians. Think about, you know, like Tracy, you know, like people who perform, you know, and so it really depends on what you're doing, you know, whether, I don't know, it's just, creativity has so many
facets,
you know, facets. Yeah. So many different manifestations. But I think being in contact with ourselves is really an important part of that, whether we're doing it in a group context or whether we're doing it, you know, and then as someone else had said, you know, you're in touch with yourself and then you can, you know, create something with that, you know, that it usually comes across better if you can connect first with yourself and then, you know, connect with whatever else you're doing.
So again, you would say you're in control of that part of the narrative. I mean, you're connecting with yourself. Your perception is your own.
Yeah, well, but again, connecting, sometimes it's connecting with, for connecting with yourself and then being able to connect with others. Like if you were in a musical group,
Uh-huh.
you know, so I think connection, that's probably, if I had to do one word, it'd be like connection. And that could be with
Okay,
yourself and with others.
great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Or even with a landscape, you know, I mean, sometimes you're just really connected with the landscape and you see stuff, or, you know, just a street scene like Mick, you know, he might be seeing something that the rest of us wouldn't see. We would just
Right.
walk right by.
Yeah.
And he's connected with it, you know?
Okay.
Well,
Great.
I would like to just say, add something different, a little bit different. And I think when I'm taking my photography, or when I'm outside or wherever, my brain structure has started to change, meaning that I see the art. And to give you an example is what Sarah saw. She was waiting for Mike in a mall. She said it was a boring mall, but her artistic vision could focus on what made it a beautiful picture, or what Ron did in the country, or what Mick did with that cityscape. I almost think that in doing what I've been doing, especially during the pandemic, where it's been so concentrated, I think the structure of my brain has actually changed so that I can actually see the art. Do you understand what I mean? I don't just see amorphous landscape. I see the shot, is what I call it, the shot. I see the shot. And I think it's a change in brain structure. I really do. I think it's a way of perceiving the world that you never experienced before. So that's my thing.
You see the finished product? Or
Well, no, not so much the finished product, but I see the shot.
Well, you can pinpoint it.
I see, I see the shot. If I can give you a personal experience that just happened to me yesterday. Everyone knows Jesse Vandenberg, right? I was on the phone with him in my office, in my little study, and I looked out of the window and I saw it the way I'd never seen it before, out of my window. And I saw the shot, the art, I was just talking to him. And you know why? Because he was showing me Pierre Bonnat, this French painter. And it was actually shown in the Phillips collection thing. And so I was looking at it on the computer as I was talking to him.
right.
And somehow when I sat back in my chair, that was in my mind, and I saw the shot out of my window that I'd never seen before. I had never seen anything artistic out of that window. And I may even show it to you next week. But it was the shot. And I think the brain changes. I really do. I think you see the world completely differently as an artist or as a photographer than you would as a normal person.
I totally agree.
You just see the amorphousness, just see the whole thing.
Yeah, I see.
As an artist, you see the shot.
I see it very differently now than I did before I started working with Ed Loper, who's was a big Delaware painter, and visualizing the scene in pieces of color and not looking at the objects, but viewing the whole scene, and studying all the French painters in the early 20th century. It's just like, after all that study and all that painting experience, I can't even look at things the same way I did before. And it's really opened up a whole new world. So I totally understand what you're saying. Thank you.
Okay, well, it's 8:20. Kim, did I skip your showing? Kim, did you have something to show and you didn't show?
No, not this week.
You skipped it, okay, next week.
I've done so much and
Right.
I'm working on so much, so I thought I would press the pause button.
Okay. All right, well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Very interesting, good
Bye.
work.
Thank you very
And,
much.
Bye. It was good to see everybody. It's my first time.
I jotted down two
Come back.
names.
Come back.
What was the name? Mitchell. Somebody wanted somebody to look up Mitchell.
Yeah, I wrote down the names if you want me to find them.
Oh, Dean Mitchell.
Dean Mitchell
Dean Mitchell and Caleb Canna.
Okay.
Dean Mitchell, yes.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night. Thank you, Bob.
you.
Thank you, Bob.
For your input.
We,
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.